This is my final class for a week also here. So I'm going with my wife. We have my family's reunion that we've promised. What? No.
It's my final class for a week also here.
I'm not worried about that right now, that's for sure. I'll call her, don't worry. That's very nice you're concerned for my mother's desire there. Yes. So it's Tulsi Das's final day. Also, Piyush is having his potential final wind down as well with us. So this is a just in case class for Piyush too. So Piyush also has some things happening where life transitions are on the forefront. So anyway, let's begin. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasvatim Vyasam Tato Jamudiraye. Go ahead, Parth. Shrinvatam Svagata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridyantastoya Badrani Vidunoti Sahitsatam Shri Nashtaprayeshva Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki.
Regular reading on the classes on the Bhagavatam and the rendering service to the pure devotees. All that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. And loving service unto the personality of God, who is praised with its transcendental songs, is established as a pure workable.
Jai. Alright. This one's for you, Tulsi. So,
Tomorrow I come like within the last month or something. I will come. I had to like go so. When's your bus tomorrow? It's actually flight like tomorrow noon.
tomorrow noon. So, you should come for Mangalarti and then.
Oh Prabhu, I was going to, if you didn't come today morning 7 o'clock. I'm like no, I want to do at least 1 to Kirtan Aarti class and then I will go.
Yes, tomorrow I won't be giving class. Are you going to do the morning program tomorrow? You were planned?
Yes, I will.
Okay. So I won't. I will likely not be here for that. I'll be here, but I will be not doing all of the things that I normally would do if I'm here. But anyway, for me, this is your last class. So, and this is also maybe. Where's Piyush? This is for him too. Anyone see him?
He's not going to leave in the next week.
What? Yes. But I still need him. Yes. Okay. So we did that one yesterday. Today we're going to do more. This one is just going back to the basics. Just to give a little summary. If you remember in the beginning of the Bhagavatam, there were 6 questions asked by the sages of Naimisharanya. And the 6 questions are, in the age of Kali, with its myriad challenges, what is the means for attaining spiritual welfare? And they ask, what is the essence of all Vedic scriptures? Why did Sri Krishna, the Supreme Lord, descend as an avatar on earth? What divine pastimes did Sri Krishna perform during his earthly incarnation? Who are the other avatars of the Supreme Lord? And after Sri Krishna's departure, where did Dharma, righteousness, take shelter? So, all of these things were asked by the sages at Naimisharanya. And then chapter 2 begins, and chapter 2 is a great summary where these questions begin to get answered. I don't know if we'll get to all the answers today. But first, Sutta Goswami, he offers his respectful obeisances unto Shukadev Goswami, because he's the one who taught him all these things. And it talks about his glories for some verses. Then it's a verse that you might recognize. We chant it every day, and before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, you should offer your respects to all these personalities: Narayan, Narayan, Rishi, Mother Saraswati, and Srila Vyasadeva. And then, he said, this is very nice questions. These are very nice questions that you asked. Sutta Goswami is saying. And only these types of questions are capable of completely satisfying the self. So again, what are the questions? What is the means for attaining spiritual welfare? Number one question. In Kali Yuga, what is the best way we can get spiritual welfare? What is the essence of all the Vedic scriptures? Why did Krishna descend as an avatar on earth? Why did he come? What about his pastimes? What divine pastimes did he do? And who are the other avatars of the Lord? How does the Lord come time and again? And then after Krishna's left now, where does Dharma or righteousness take shelter? So these are the questions. So we should, let's see. So, very famous verse. You probably know this. We have to read it at least one purport. We'll probably read the purport to this verse. It's this very, very famous verse. So, ready? Savai pum sampado dharmo yato bhaktir adhokshaje ahaitukya pratihata yayatma suprasidati. Okay, so savai, sa is that, vai certainly, pumshang for mankind, paro, which is topmost or sublime, dharmo, the occupation. So he's saying that certainly for mankind, the supreme occupation is what? Yato, by which? Bhakti, or devotional service. Oh, Craig, welcome. Bhaktir, adhokshaje, unto the transcendental Lord. Ahaituki, is causeless, but also without motivation. Apratihata, unbroken, meaning it's always happening, ceaselessly. Yayatma, by which atma, the soul, the self, supersedity, can be completely satisfied. So everyone is looking for complete satisfaction, and this is the verse that tells how to do it. So here we go. The supreme occupation or dharma for all humanity is that by which men can attain to loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated, means, it's not based on, all right, I'm worshiping you, Lord, because I need a good job. I'm worshiping you, Lord, because I want to make sure all my desires are fulfilled. Even I want to take care of this duty, that duty, and this duty. And so I'm just worshiping you as part of my duties. Unmotivated means I just want, what do you want? I want to be pleasing to you. How can I serve you? So it's unmotivated, ahaituki, and yapratihata. Apratihata means unbroken, uninterrupted, means it always has to keep going. Not that, okay, devotional service, and now I got to go to work. Oh, God, work's annoying, So, to completely satisfy the self. So if you are trying to be completely satisfied, you have to keep the devotional service going. Maybe at work you see this, meditate. How is this thing helping my devotional service? Okay, I need money for sustenance. I need a life. I need a body to do my devotional service. This work is supplying for my body, for my needs. I can use some of the fruits of the work to help the devotees. We see Craig he's doing this expertly. He has some certain amount of ability to help the devotees at the temple. So some portion every week is going to helping the devotees at the temple. He has to work for those things to come in his life. So this type of activity, if it's unmotivated and uninterrupted, will completely satisfy the self. You can get great happiness like this. Actually, it's the only way to get happiness. So, Prabhupada says in this statement, Sutta Goswami answers the first question of the sages of Naimisharanya. The first question was, in this age of Kali, what is the means for attaining spiritual welfare? So he's saying that by which bhakti, unmotivated and uninterrupted, can be done unto the transcendent Lord. So this is your spiritual welfare right here. So the sages asked him to summarize the whole range of revealed scriptures and present the most essential part so that the fallen people or the people in general might easily take it up. Oh, actually, this looks like it's answering the essence of the Vedas as well. The Vedas prescribe two different types of occupation for the human being. One is called Pravriti Marga, the path of sense enjoyment, and the other is called Nivriti Marga, the path of renunciation. The path of enjoyment is inferior, and the path of sacrifice for the supreme cause is superior. The material existence of the living being is a diseased condition of actual life. Actual life is spiritual existence, or Brahmabhuta, as mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam 4:30-20. Existence where life is eternal, blissful, and full of knowledge. This is small, right? This needs to be bigger. Material existence is temporary, illusory, and full of miseries. There is no happiness at all. This is wonderful. There is just a futile attempt to get rid of the miseries, and temporary cessation of misery is falsely called happiness. So if you get all your miseries in check, we illusorily think, oh yes, I'm happy today. This miserable thing didn't come, and this miserable thing didn't come. This is great. Life is good. This isn't life is good. You're surrounded by miseries, and you've just checked them for some moments. Congratulations. But this is, this is not actually real happiness. So, therefore, the path of progressive material enjoyment, which is temporary, miserable, and illusory, is inferior. So if you're just trying to enjoy the senses of this world, you will be guaranteed that you'll lose it all. It'll be miserable, and ultimately, it's not really real in the end anyway. But devotional service to the Supreme Lord, which leads one to eternal, blissful, and all-cognizant life, all-knowledgeable life, is called the superior quality of occupation. This is sometimes polluted when mixed with the inferior quality, meaning I'm doing devotional service because I want to have good facility for sense gratification. I want good facility for all of my desires in this world. So it becomes polluted, and this will not completely satisfy you. Even though it's good that you at least begin there, instead of just pure sense gratification. You'll say, oh, at least I'll worship the Lord for my sense gratification. But not going to really satisfy you in the end. It's like taking some yucky poopy water, and you just, instead of drinking the straight up nasty water, you mix in some pure water with it. And then you say, at least it's diluted down. I diluted down the poopy water, and I'll still take a sip. Better you just drink the pure water. Right? Yes. So this is for you. One more time, I have to mention stool for Tulsidas. If you didn't know, it's Tulsidas's last day, Craig. So last day in Syracuse with the gang. So we have to, yes, for Janmashtami he'll come visit, maybe. But I'll see. I'll believe it when I see it. And he's here on Janmashtami. I'll celebrate. But I'll not be like, yes, I'll definitely see Tulsidas on Janmashtami. So when he gets extremely Brahminical and everything he says is translated as it happens, then I'll be, yes, this is very good. But for right now, I'll be very happy if I see you. But I believe him that it's his last day with us here. So, yes. So don't take the poopy water devotion, Take the pure sublime process. Yes, there might be some mix here, and there's some pollution, but keep adding more and more pure until it's just the whole thing is pure. So anyhow, for example, the adoption of devotional service material gain is certainly an obstruction to the progressive path of renunciation. Renunciation or abnegation for ultimate good is certainly a better occupation, then enjoyment in the diseased condition of life. Negation. It's like it's close to a negation, you know. So, but we'll see. Where am I?
What, the word negation? No, abnegation.
Abnegation. It's the act of renouncing or rejecting something. So, so negation is denying or contradicting something. So it's more of a renunciate or getting rid of something. But so where am I? Abnegation. For the ultimate good is certainly a better occupation than enjoying in the diseased condition of life. So if you check your tendency and renounce your tendencies to enjoy the senses, to try and enjoy the senses, it actually will help you. That's why, like a sick person, one of the things they have to do, they have to abnegate the thing that's making them sick. You know, like, okay, you know, yes, you get some enjoyment. Or like, say, a very obese person. A very obese person, you know, they might, you know, have, you know, a lot of enjoyment in eating food. But ultimately, it's better that they have to abnegate. If they renounce eating for some time, you know, that they will actually have a much better circumstance in their life. So this is why, you know, even Akadashi, we have fasts every 2 weeks. They say just check it for one day. Just check it for one day. This is an example. And you'll be happier this way. You know, the Lord doesn't make any of these things for no reason. So it's certainly a better occupation than enjoyment in the diseased condition of life. So such enjoyment only aggravates the symptoms of disease and increases its duration. In the, say, the obesity example, you know, if you don't take time to check it, then it'll just keep getting worse and worse and worse and cause more and more problems, and all the enjoyment that you once had in food will only cause more and more misery, you know. So, but there's many things like this, all types of addictions, all types of things that are causing. The whole sense gratificatory spectrum is like this. So it must be done in a renounced way, actually. And then you could be happy. So such enjoyment only aggravates the symptoms of disease and increases its duration. Therefore, devotional service to the Lord must be pure in quality, without the least desire for material enjoyment. One should therefore accept the superior quality of occupation in the form of devotional service of the Lord, without any tinge of unnecessary desire, fruit of action and philosophical speculation. This alone can lead one to perpetual solace in his service. We have purposely denoted dharma as occupation because the root meaning of the word is dharma is that which sustains one's existence. A living being's sustenance of existence is to coordinate his activities with his eternal relation with the Supreme Lord Krishna. Krishna is the central pivot of living beings, and he is the all-attractive living entity, or the eternal form, amongst all other living beings or eternal forms. Each and every living being has his eternal form in the spiritual existence, and Krishna is the eternal attraction for all of them. Krishna is the complete whole, and everything else is his part and parcel. The relation is one of the servant and the served. It is transcendental and is completely distinct from our experience in material existence. This relation of servant and served is the most congenial form of intimacy. One, I think congenial is, what is it, favorable? Let's see, congenial. Pleasant because of a personality, qualities, or interests that are similar to one's own. So, pleasant due to due to the relationship that he's our, source actually. So the servant and the served is the most congenial form of intimacy. One can realize it as devotional service progresses. Everyone should engage himself in that transcendental loving service to the Lord, even in the present conditional state of material existence. That will gradually give one the clue to actual life and please him to complete satisfaction. So we need a clue. We need a clue. What is actual life? We've been doing so many activities. We do so many things every day, but is it actual life? We talked about a verse yesterday. I got rid of it. But Prabhupada was talking about what real devotion looks like. Dulcidas, you missed it yesterday. But the Prabhupada was talking about what real devotion looks like. How in the beginning, this little seed of bhakti, even though it's very good, like the seed of a mango sprout, of a mango tree, it's very nice. Yes, very good. But you're not going to really get the fruits of the mango tree, and it's just its seed form. When the tree grows and it produces its fruit, that's when the mango tree can really be appreciated. Is it not like this? So your devotional sprouts here that have come, this isn't really the whole appreciable thing. This is just a baby sprout has come. But really when the fruits come, this is a different a whole thing altogether. So you have to keep growing your devotional creeper. We could go on in this chapter reading so many things, but I think it's very important. We talk about some of the things that will increase your devotional creeper to go. But before we do, this is one of the things that will increase your devotional creeper to go. To live in anugatya means live under the guidance of guru, under the guidance of seniors and great personalities, saints and sages. I will get you this. So what we'll do is we'll chant some verses here. That this verse we'll do again. Om So Om, the Bij mantra, the source of all that is. Jnana, ignorance, timira, darkness, andasya, blindness. We're born in the darkness of ignorance. Jnananjana shalaka. Our jnana is the ointment. This knowledge is the ointment. Shalaka, and the spiritual master, he takes this ointment, he places it on your eyes and he opens your eyes, which are forced shut by the cataracts of material existence. Chakshu, so your eyes, Unmilitam, have been opened. So Tasbaihu Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, unto that Shri Guru, I offer my obeisances. Shri Chaitanya Maro Vaishnava, Stapitam Yena Bhutale, Swayam Bhutadamaya Bhakti, Swagatantikam, and then on Shri Guru, Shri Radharakam, Shri Vaishnava, Shri Rupam, Sarvasam, Saranam, Vanditam, Samsajivam, Sadvaitam, Sadhutam, Bhagavatam, Sanitam, Shrichaitanya-devam, Shri Radha Krishna Balaram, Savinamita, Shrichaitanya-devam. So that verse is just covering all of our spiritual bases, onto the spiritual master, Shri Guru, Shri Yuta Padakamalam, all of the different Vaishnavas, and then all of the great spiritual personalities that we have in our altar, and we pay obeisances to Lord Chaitanya, to the Goswamis, to our Guru Varga, and then all the way back up to Radha and Krishna. So Hey Krishna, Krishna Sijo, Vindvanda Kudante, Gopesha Gopinakante, Radhakanta Namostute, Kantikanchana Gaurani, Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Vishvamaniste, Namami Hare Priye, Panchakalpatarusha, Vilasmineja, Patitanam Bhagavadeva Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnuaya, Krishna Krishna, Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namah. Namaste Saraswati, Gaurani Pachari, Nirvishesha Shri Alright. So, Tulsidas, pick this verse for you, and even Piyush, you may be on your way out of here also very soon. So this class will be equally relevant for you if that happens. We'll see what Krishna arranges. But Tulsi Das, you're guaranteed on the way out the door. We lost it. Sorry about that. You know what, Ben? I don't even think I'm gonna need that from here on out. So you're on the way out the door. So you have to just see what should you do. Okay, what are some ideas you have? How will you keep going? How will you both keep going? Piyush, let's just say you get this job and then now you go. What do you think? What do you have to do? Associate with devotees and chant. This is very good, very good. How do you do all these things? So this will be your best friend. Hopefully you can find good sadhu sangha, advanced sadhu sangha. The qualities of a sadhu are actually very hard to find. But if you get devotee association and those who have also gotten devotee sadhu sangha, this will be very good. Pittsburgh, you're not bereft. You'll find something in there. Piyush, where are you going in Texas? Maybe? Dallas, I know the devotees there. There's a lot of good devotees there. So you will not be bereft. You can meet up with Prerna there. Prerna's hanging out. You remember Prerna? You ever met Prerna? So you can meet up with her if you go. But anyhow, so okay, we have to, kind of surrender to Krishna in the process. This is how you enter bhakti. If you don't surrender, that's why Krishna, he concludes Bhagavad Gita. Just surrender unto me and I'll reward you accordingly. Don't worry. Don't worry about anything. So you have nothing to worry about. Oh, what will I do? But then you say, well, how do I surrender? So you know what you have to do for surrender? What are the 6 limbs of Sharanagati or surrender? Someone tell. What is one of the first 2 limbs? Interchangeable. First 2 limbs of Sharanagati or surrender. So Krishna is saying, Sarva Dharma Pratyaja, just surrender. But what's that mean? What does it mean to surrender? What's that? Yes, actually, the first 2 are like all you can really do, actually. The first 2 are, it's like, okay, activities that are favorable for your Krishna consciousness, this is what you do. So you said sadhu sangha, chanting, reading, all these things. And then there's a way to do them. Utsaha nishchaya dharya tat karma pravartana. And then also, what is it? Sangha tyaga sata vrite shadbir bhakti prasidyati. Meaning these 6 things will increase your bhakti. So these are favorable activities. So if one, you have to get in sadhu sangha, and this is how this will happen. But what is it? Utsahan, you have to be enthusiastic. You've seen it working for other people. You've met sadhus before. And the sadhus have revealed to you, yes, you practice devotional service. Be enthusiastic. Do these activities enthusiastic. You will get a great result. Nishchayad, you have to be determined and confident. Yes, if I follow and if I do this, it will work. My life will be successful. You have to know this thing, actually. All these doubts that you may have, maybe you haven't met the right teacher yet. Maybe you haven't been ready to take in, the right teacher yet. If there's still so many doubts, only a great teacher can give you something pure, but if you're just, no, I'm not looking, you cannot take it in. So, yes.
I was listening to Prabhupada's lecture the other day, and he made a very good analogy that I think Bhaktivinoda Thakur made.
Yes.
When somebody is around pure sadhu sangha and still has doubts, he made the analogy of a scorpion that's surrounded by fire. Have you heard this?
Yes, yes.
So a scorpion, when it's surrounded by fire, it will actually turn its stinger on itself and kill itself so it doesn't suffer. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, we have to do this same thing with our mind when we're around pure sadhus. If we recognize that we're around pure sadhus, we need to use the mind in order to dissolve the mind. That's the only thing we can do. If we know we're around pure sadhus and we still have doubts and material considerations and things like that coming up, we have to be like the scorpion and use our own mind to dissolve it itself.
Yes.
We can do that by chanting and remembering and directing the mind towards transcendental.
Yes, and or even just directing the mind to listen. Just hear from the sadhus. Just okay. I have all these things here, and this is my defect, but everyone else is benefiting, and it's working for them. So all right, let me just sit and listen, and see what will happen. So this is very nice. So yes, you have to do these things. You be confident. You've all received some. You have something to be confident in. You can be confident in these activities that you're doing already. And Daria, you have to be patient. It will not come overnight. You're right. We were talking about the mango tree. It takes some years before the mango tree bears fruit. It takes some years. So similarly, it'll take years before the devotional tree will bear the fruit. So like this. And then, tat tat karma pravartanat. All of the activities you're supposed to do. Shravanam, kirtanam, smaranam, vandanam, archanam, vandanam, dasyam, being a servant. Sakyam, developing friendship with Krishna and his devotees. Atmanivedanam, just completely surrendering everything you can to Krishna. These are our tat karma that we need to do. Like this, which are favorable. And then you have to get rid of these sangha tyaga. You can't be in bad association. You have to get rid of this bad association. If you have bad association in your life, or I'll say it, you can have friends that are bad association. You can have family that are bad association. It's just honest. It doesn't mean you don't maintain the relationship, but it means that you don't let that be your association. Don't let that be your the people you surround yourself with regularly. If you have regular non-devotional interactions, it's just going to hurt your devotional life. So you have to renounce that. Sangha tyaga. It's favorable. You have to renounce these things. Now let's say I go to work. All these people are unfavorable. Yes. This is a common thing. Just know why you're there. Know what the association is there. You're there to get to maintain your life. But don't associate so deeply. Not that like, okay, hey, after work, we're going to the concert. Come with us. Jagadish, Hare Krishna, welcome. So we have to actually we have to renounce. This is favorable. This is one of the things. These you can control. You can get rid of the and even like myself, me and my wife, we're just about to go to a whole family reunion. Where actually everyone there believes in God. That's a fact actually. But the other, you want to come in, Jagadish?
Oh, I was just coming to see off our sadhus. They left already.
They left early.
I get it. I'll put it in.
No problem. Actually, no problem. I was I still didn't leave a gift for them yet on their way out. If you were interested, I'm just gonna try. I was gonna text a bunch of people to try and pull like a gift for them. But I know you really appreciated them, so maybe. Yeah, so if you'd like, he gave me their Venmo and Zelle, and we can send anything over. So it's up to you, or you could just tell me this much and I'll send it, and you can get it whatever. Yeah, will do. Absolutely. Jagadish, Haribol.
Here, I'm just gonna leave this.
Yeah. Just leave it somewhere over there. No problem.
I'll leave it here.
Yes, on the books over there. It's for the brahmacharis. So like this, we have to be rid of these things that are unfavorable. Sangha tyaga. We have to give up. We have to give up certain sanghas. You can go and associate when necessary, like when you're going to work, but not deeply. Not deeply. Really interconnecting your heart, forming karma with all these personalities. So like this. But you might say, I have my friends. Yes, bring your friends to your local sadhu sangha, and then they can be your friends. They cannot act as your friends if you guys are not in sadhu sangha together, because they'll be implicated in so many things, sense gratificatory, which will cause them misery. And then guess what? If you get implicated, you'll get miserable situation too. So if you really want to have a relationship with somebody, if you're really trying to surrender to Krishna, you have to find a way to get that person. Let's say it's your wife. Let's say it's your son, or your, even your family members. you guys have seen lately. I've made like a commitment almost. Me and my wife, we stopped ever since Abhiram came. We just stopped visiting our family members so much, and we said, no, you got to come to us. You got to come to us for two reasons. It's very hectic, and they also don't have all the facility that we need to be comfortable with Abhiram. But also, it's really for their benefit. You know, like, hey, we've got a great group of things. We've got great. Devotional people here, and if they get, and I've seen it when my dad or my wife's mother or even our family members, when they, you know, like even when my brother was here last, you know, there was a moment we were all in the water, me, my brother, and Madhav, and he was like, you know, processing everything. He's like, yeah, there has to be a God. You know, there's no way everything could just come from matter and then everything can exist. But like he like had this realization just from associating with the devotees. You know, doesn't mean like, okay, now he's going to become a Hare Krishna. No, there's so many other obstacles that will probably get in the way of that. But you know, at least he understands that there is a God. So you see, if you really want to have relationships with people, you bring them to sadhu sangha, and then they'll become favorable in your life, and you will really help them. You'll really be their friend. So this is what we have to do. These are the positives. The negatives: atyahara prayasaschat. Atyahara is consuming too much, and prayasas is over endeavoring. You guys have to be so careful of this. You know, every time in the day you should put some time. Right, these are my necessary activities for my maintenance. But you know what? You don't need so much atyahara. You don't need to consume so much knowledge. You don't need to consume so much money. You don't need to consume so much food. You don't need to consume. All these things. Only so much is necessary. And then your bhakti, even your bhakti, only so much can be consumed. Yes?
Producing as well.
What?
Producing as well.
Yeah.
We'll see his creative personalities as well. We can definitely overdo it and over-endeavor.
Yeah, well that's the next part, prayasas. You know, over-endeavoring, making endeavors that ultimately, what is the fruit of this? How is this actually related to bhakti? You know, some way, you know, you may have some desire to serve people. Like Bruce was playing, Tulsi, you would have appreciated. Bruce made some Hare Krishna rap yesterday, and he shared it with you. Would also and he shared it with us in the car. They all got to listen. I was driving. I didn't get to hear it much. It was in the back. But you know, everyone was really appreciating. He had taken some time to devote something to Krishna. But even in those things, we have to be careful. You know, what's the appropriate endeavor? If I'm neglecting my pure spiritual duties that I should be doing every day, like Prabhupada's saying, 16 rounds, following the 4 regulative principles, reading his books, joining with the devotees for the artis and whatever is if these things make it so you can't do all your prescribed duties, then you say, okay, wait a second, maybe I'm over endeavoring in certain areas of my life. So these are unfavorable for bhakti. These are the only things we can control. Whether, okay, do I do favorable things and do I not do unfavorable things for bhakti? This is the only things that you can control in the act of surrender, and the rest is just a mental realization. You're realizing. But all actually activities that you have to do, one, you have to don't over consume or over take in so much things. And then 2, don't over endeavor. 3, jana sangha. You don't be in worldly association. So don't hang out with all my friends. I know how I'm going to tell people not to hang out with their friends. Make friends with devotional people. This is the realistic thing. If you have all these other friendships and things like that, they will only pull you down to where they're going, and it's just going to be sense gratification. And what do we learn in this verse? What does sense gratification give? Misery. That's the end result. It's temporary, it's miserable, and it's illusory, actually. It's not a real, it's not even a real thing. It's just gone. It has nothing to do with you. It's like, waxing the car and getting pleasure from the car's waxing. It's just it's an illusory pleasure. It has nothing to do with the soul. It has nothing to do with the driver. I didn't feel any pleasure from that waxing of the car, but somehow or other, if you're really attached to your car, you might be like, wow, look how beautiful my car looks. Like some people get pleasure like that. But this is stimulating the senses of the body. It's just like that. It has nothing to do with the soul. So anyway, don't get implicated in those who live their life this way. This is called jana sangha. So if you're implicated in this, find a way out, or find a way. Hey, we gotta get. You're sick. Let's get you to the doctors, and that's the local devotional sphere. Find a way to help them, but don't get implicated in all their activities and deeply get intertwined. Like as soon as like all the birthday parties and all of these things, you just slowly make your way out of all these things if you can, or you very nice, have devotional birthday parties. It's Madhu's birthday. Yes.
All that you're saying right now is number 2 of Sharanagati.
What? This is it's all in number 2 of Sharanagati. All of this is it's in the midst of 1 and 2. Favorable activities, you do. Unfavorable activities, don't do it. Don't do it. This is all you can control. And this is the only thing that you can actually do in this life to get bhakti. And the rest is all based on Krishna's mercy. These are the things you can control. Okay, I'll be committed. I'm not doing these things. Actually, Brahat Mridanga, in his class the other night, he was, we talk about devotional service. He broke down the etymological root of devotion. And it means to consecrate with a vow. I thought it was very nice. I never heard that before. I never realized I was saying this word, devotion. What's devotion actually mean? It means to consecrate with a vow. So make a vow to do these things. You should be making a vow. Actually, we do. Prabhupada says, chant 16 rounds a day. Vow to follow these principles of life. I vow also, then there's positive activities I vow to do. You maybe, I've made a vow that, while I'm here with the deities, some form of worship has to happen every day. And we're doing like that. So your life of devotion is you're making vows that I'm going to do these positive activities and I'm not going to do these negative activities. Then your devotion you can actually be happy. If it hasn't reached you yet that you should do this, then good luck. You'll be miserable, and then in your misery, then this will be Krishna showing you, okay, let me change my activities. But if you have good sense and you have intelligence and you've have received enough sadhu sangha, then just do it. Just follow through. So yes, jana sangas, and then last loyam. Don't be greedy for all this things, that thing. You might be seeing all my friends around me, they're having houses now, they have jobs, they have they have stock in all the cryptocurrency, or things like this, and we can get caught up in this. No, I have to make sure that I have this thing in my life too. No, you don't actually. You can use anything. We have using a house for Krishna's service, or using some finances for Krishna's service, like this. But you don't need to, become greedy. Oh my God, they have this, and this. So now again, prayasas. Oh, let me over endeavor for this thing. No. If you need it, Krishna will send it. If you don't need it, don't worry about it. Actually, so this is like this.
Carry what he has and provide what he lacks.
Exactly. He will carry what you have, that's good, and he'll cover what you lack. So don't worry. But you just surrender. So this is all you have to do. These 2 things. What's favorable? You know by now what's favorable. And what's unfavorable? Okay, I'll not do these things. I'll not do these unfavorable things. I'll not get implicated. And the best thing you can do is having sadhu sangha and get rid of asat sangha. This is the best thing anyone can do. Because in sadhu sangha, they will encourage you to do all the things you should do. And in asat sangha, if you reduce it, then all the encouragements to doing all the things you shouldn't do won't be there. So it's perfect arrangement. So get rid of asat sangha, get in sadhu sangha. Perfect. Done. Now, what else has to be done? Now just some mental adjustments. So what? The Lord is, you should know 2 things. He is your protector and He's your maintainer. So when you're nervous about, but if I do all these activities, then how will I get protection? How will this happen? All these things happen. I have to do all these things. Again, no, you don't. The Lord will protect you. The Lord will maintain you. Not a big deal. Don't worry if you're getting caught up. I gotta over endeavor in this way. No, you don't. Just relax. The Lord He will provide everything. He'll give you the exact prescription. Like when Ben, he was to go to Vrindavan, and he's going to Vrindavan. It seems it's set. Visa's there, the ticket is there. All he has to do is actually just show up, and the flight has to not crash, and then he should go. And there's a couple other obstacles, but everything is there. He's going. But in the beginning, he's like, I gotta work like this, I gotta work like this. But like Krishna, he set him like, nope, yeah, you work like 2 days a week, and you'll make your way on the way. So actually, yeah, and then you'll get the temple a bunch of food and all this like this. So actually, it was seen he didn't have to make so much crazy endeavors. He got to do a pretty simple program, and he got the result anyway. So similarly, my God, to get a house and all these things, and oh my gosh, how much work to have such things arranged. The main work me and my wife arranged for years is, okay, we're gonna have artis every day. and then we're going to have devotional programs. And somehow or other a house manifested from us doing those activities. Now, I'm not saying that, I don't know how it happened, actually. It's just, you really cannot place it. Like, Keshava Gopal is such a unique personality in existence. If you're right, you've all met him. He's so unique, actually. For him to be placed in our path to help facilitate all these things, it's... you can never even find somebody like Keshava Gopal. It's impossible. What are you laughing? So, no, but it's just so unique. Him and his wife, and the desires and the aspirations they had to create this community and everything, and the facilitating that they did throughout it. It's impossible. I cannot say, all right, you just got to find someone like Keshava Gopal. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if you'll ever find someone like Keshava Gopal. But just do devotion, and Krishna will send whatever he has to send. Then you'll get your own Keshava Gopal package, So that's how it came in my life. So, but this is actually, this is the process here. It's mystical. Krishna protects you, and he will maintain you. You don't worry on your own strength and your own endeavors. That's not your business, actually. Your business is to do favorable devotional activities and not do unfavorable things. Krishna will handle the rest. Yes, you have to maintaining your body is favorable for devotional service. But maintaining the body and getting all of the body's desires is a different thing. Maintaining the body is not hard. Body and soul together? Oh yes, I'm good. Oh, you have some dharma, you have some duty. I'll do the basic duty. Okay, the government's going to kick me out of this country, of my sadhu sangha, and put me in a sangha back home with family. Okay, I got to work hard to stay in the country. So you do like that. You do just the basics, the bare needs, the bare bones. Everything else will be arranged. I've actually seen with Parth. Parth is doing so many. He works hard. Parth works hard. I know Parth works hard. But at the same time, Parth does everything that we ask. All the favorable devotional activities in his life, Parth is doing all of them. And he's meeting all the bare minimum of at least the devotional activities that he should do. And then he goes off to work, and then he's going here and presenting first place. He's going here, presenting second place, going here, first place, like this. And he's getting all of that, is there. Hopefully, he's keeping devotional minded in the midst of all of these activities. And but even if so, maybe he has some material desires there that is spurring all of these things to happen also. Maybe it's in conjunction. No problem. But Krishna, he'll figure out that as long as he keeps doing the favorable things and he doesn't do and he reduces the unfavorable things, he will have great success. Just like he's having great material success, then also great spiritual success will also be there. And he's already a great spiritual success. He got initiated this year. That's amazing. You got initiated this year. This is a great spiritual success for all of the people at Mantra Central. So, Krishna will protect, Krishna will maintain. And then at the end of the day, when things are happening, everything is good, actually. Amazing? Isn't it amazing? You could always have this mentality. The devotee can have this mentality. Yes, it's very good. This has happened. This arrangement is happening. Like for instance, I'll have some instance in my life. Years ago we got a bunch of money from COVID. It all came at once, and me and my wife, we invested it in silver. I don't want to. We thought the world was going to collapse or something, and the world didn't collapse, but it turned out to be a good investment. And then this year during my wife's pregnancy hormones, she had all kind of anxiety about being in the temple. It's too tight, there's too many people, this, that, and the other. She's feeling the need for the baby. And so I'm saying, okay, yes, it's very hard to deal with the strong emotions from a woman from a man for so long. He's, okay, what can I have to do? How do I put this in place? So then, yes, and then we used all of that. We sold the silver, and then we found this little rinky-dink piece of land with Shivadas and all these things. And then we said, okay, we sold everything we practically had, and then we got this thing. And then I was there the other day with Ben, and I'm just looking at this, and I'm in just so much anxiety, like, why the hell did you do this to me, Krishna? Why did we do this? What is this thing? The grass is everywhere, it's overgrowing, trees are falling every part of the property, there's a tree on the roof, there's a tree over here that just fell down, like, why the hell did you do this? Why am I doing like this? But my devotional sense tell me, no, this is good. Krishna must have some plan for this. How would he do all these things? He arranged all these things. Even Shivadas showing up and being the realtor and facilitating it. Why did he do this? I don't know why he did it, actually. But I have to trust that it's for the ultimate good. I have to trust he did this for some reason I can't see. So when life is like this, all right, why is it like this, Krishna? You just trust. You go on trusting. It's good. It's good. For whatever reason, it's good. We don't know. It's not up to us to know why and how it's good, but it's good. This is a symptom of surrender. You go with the flow. Krishna is doing, all right, this is what I'm doing today. I didn't expect this. Not that I didn't want to do this today, but I'll do it. No problem. And then last, if you follow all of these things, it will make you very humble. You can be very humble, and you could say, yes, I'm here to serve you, Krishna. This is my life. I'm a tiny little spirit soul amongst trillions of other tiny spirit souls. And if I can serve you, and if I can help gather them up to also serve you, that'll be, these messages keep coming. So many recruiters you guys are having trouble finding jobs? Every day I'm getting 10 people texting me about this job. We saw your LinkedIn account. I don't have a LinkedIn account. They saw, I know. So anyway, like this. So anyhow, you just do these things, and you could be completely satisfied. But you have to be, one, it's not for your own material motivation. You have to get your own material motivations out of the way. Don't worry about whatever sense gratification might be there in, tasting or experiencing certain aspects of life, family life, husband, wife. You're all men, so I talk like these things for you guys. But any type of thing like this, engaging the tongue, the belly, and the genitals, all of these things are, they actually lead to misery. Just work on your devotional service. Unmotivated, uninterrupted, you'll be completely satisfied like this. Don't worry, all these other things, they're going to be there. The crypto market will go up and down. The wealth will come and go in your life. The work will come and go in your life. But these things they're fixed. You follow your devotional principles. You don't do that which is unfavorable. And you trust that Krishna, he is taking care of everything. And humbly you do that, and then Krishna will do the rest. That's our bhajan. Our bhajan is to do those things. Favorable activities, hear from the best sadhus that you can find. Whatever opportunities you have in your region, you hear. And, if you can take time and go to be where very high-level sadhus are going to be, you take the time, you go there. You follow your spiritual guidance, you follow your guru, you follow all of these things. And you'll be happy. I see. Look at these monks. They're very happy, go-lucky monks. They're just traveling. And I was like, how do you guys, maintain things like that? Yeah, we just go out, we distribute books a couple hours a day, and everything somehow or other. That seems like a risky gambit to me. But it works. They get protected, they get provided for. They spend their time traveling the world and just relying on others, and it works somehow or other. They get by, So us, we might be in a different position of life. We might be more implicated in either desires and or responsibilities in life. Like for me, I had a bunch of debt that was really like a heavy, most people who went to school had a bunch of debt that was really heavy on me, and that's why I got into working and felt like grihastha life was necessary for me, because Krishna got me in like $100,000 worth of school loan debt. And so somehow or other, due to the arrangement here, it's practically all getting taken care of. I got to figure out something to do about my parents' portion, because they're getting smacked by it. But hey, they helped in this situation. They took it out in their name. I don't know what to tell them, actually. But anyway, but yeah, I can't meet the protocol because they're cheaters. So they put it based on their income. Oh, well, you guys make this much. You should be able to cover it. And so I'm like, oh, Mom, practically monks here. There's no way I'm doing like this. But anyway, my portion by the work we do here with the nonprofit and everything is Krishna's arranging. So anyway, you'll never know. Like I said, you never know how the Keshava Gopal is going to come in your life, and Krishna will protect and maintain you through his many different instruments, chiefly the devotees. So anyhow, don't worry. There's nothing to worry about. You do have to worry about two things. Tulsi, quiz, and ending here. What are the two things you have to worry about?
Accepting what's favorable for Krishna service and rejecting everything that's not favorable for Krishna.
Good. Now, where can you find where to do these things? What are some verses that you can look at?
Like sadhus listening to.
Yeah, no, but give me a scripture.
Those three verses that we do regularly, hearing, chanting, reading of the Bhagavatam and
No, those are good, but that's not going to do it. Go to Nectar of Instruction, Upadeshamrita, verses 2 and 3.
Like not eating too much. And
Yes.
not
2 and
consuming more than
Yes.
not and overeating.
Yes. So 2 and 3, you study these verses of Upadeshamrita, of Nectar of Instruction. You ever forget what am I supposed to do? 2 and 3. And also 4, you learn how to associate with the devotees and all these things. But 2 and 3 are the main, going to be the obstacles, and do it all in Sadhu Sangha, which is going to be verses 3 and 4 and 5, and you'll be set. So get your Sadhu Sangha and do verses 2 and 3, and you'll be set. That's all you can really focus on. Everything else, you'll have to rely on Krishna's mercy. It'll be a grace arrangement.
We have to rely a lot on Krishna. When these two guys leave, and then Ben goes to India, you're just going to have both and not of it.
Thanks for bringing that up. I was thinking about that already. Actually, like this morning. Well, yeah. Trust me, there was a time where it was Ben here and maybe a couple others, and I was like, and then Ben left, and I was like, well, what am I gonna do? But Krishna always had someone here. There was Steve at one point. There was Taraz at some point. Very unique characters have always been intermixed.
I'm anxious to see who comes next.
Yes, me too. Who's the next Ben? Who's the next Madhav or Tulsi or Piyush? Parth is pretty fixed, luckily. Yeah, I'm looking at this Nestor as a really good prospect. I've dropped him off a few times downtown. I'm like, oh no, he should totally come live with us. Yeah, totally. Nestor's the next one I have my eyes on, at least. So we'll see. I hope he's not watching. Actually, I hope you are watching, Nestor. You come. But anyhow, yeah, I like that. So we'll see what happens. Yes, I too have to surrender. It's mandatory for me, especially actually. So that's pretty much the only way we've gotten through this. Just being like, all right, I don't know what to do. We'll see what happens, and it works out always. So, Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Tulsidas ki, Jai. All right, and Piyush, you'll get your final farewell class. Sure.